What's up, guys? Welcome to interview 99. We're almost there. We're almost at the interview 100. We're like this close, and maybe we're like the same thing with her career because she's about to be in the MMA and be in UFC just like my boy. Oh, not gonna say it because the interview 100 is gonna be crazy. But let me introduce who I got with me today. Interview 99, 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙚𝙬, the MMA fighter, the combat vet. You know what's up. You know, how you doing? You doing good?
Good, always good.
Vibing?
Always chilling.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on such a I would say early but late notice, you know what I mean? Because you didn't have to do this. You're training right now. You got a lot of stuff going on. How do you handle everything right? Is it more of like meditation? You meditate?
I basically be like mindful in like all the moments I do like that. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I always try to be in a flow state all the time.
Yeah.
It's not just when I'm in the gym.
Right.
It's when I'm at home.
Do you feel like the gym's your new home now? Like permanent, or has it always been your home?
It's always been my home, but now I feel like it's just like my doghouse now.
Yeah.
Like I go in there, everybody is just looking and waiting to see like, oh shit, like, am I gonna be paired with me? If they gonna be paired with me, then like, be okay. And I'm like, that's what I get. Like they do their best when they're against me. It's like a double-edged sword because everybody's getting good and learning me a little bit. So I gotta go even come even harder. Right. So, but it is a double-edged sword. They're getting better, and I'm getting better too. So.
I feel like it's a mindset thing because you've always progressed probably, and I don't even know you that long. I could just tell by your mindset, even texting you and stuff before we started the interview. I see it, you know, and it's cool. Which a lot of people that are probably following you right now see it too because they believe in the movement, the legacy you're about to make. So let's dig into before the legacy you're about to make. Where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born here in North Charleston.
North Charleston.
MUSC.
South Carolina. Yeah, some people may not know. I got people all over.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I'm from down here.
Okay.
They don't think so.
Yeah. Are you like, is this something, and I may ask this a lot because I want people to like embrace where they're from, but do you feel like you embrace where you're from?
Yeah.
Or is it something you kind of like?
I mean, it's just, I've been in so many areas, so if you just ask me where I'm from, I'm like, where you want me to start?
Yeah.
Like, it's just boom, 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 boom.
Well,
boom,
give me
boom,
top
boom.
two. How about that?
Top two?
Yeah, that's so far. Living in wherever you live so far. Because I'm assuming just like Charleston, Somerville, North, like, you know what I mean? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
or
I only stayed, like, lived in like 3 states, but I live in more countries than states. So, like, I'm trying to, like, be more in the like American culture. I've always been overseas.
Wow. Okay.
I was just come back, go.
We're gonna dig into that.
Yeah, it's a longest time I've been home.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So where'd you go to elementary school at?
It was this charter school called Charlestown Academy. Okay. It closed down. So it used to be by the little Jones on Rivers.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah,
so for some people that don't know, was it something like, and a charter is like a private school, correct?
Yeah, kind of. It was K through 12.
Okay.
So like I had cousins and everybody going there. So like
you think that benefited going there?
It did until it shut down, and then I went to the regular schools, and then I was like, people are dumb.
And I mean, dumb and just like
dumb.
You don't know what's going on.
I never been in like a CP class. Like I just didn't know what that was, and it was like this, and I'm like trying to figure out what it was. And then I go into a class, and I'm like, no, this is not the class for me. I was like, the other one. And then I was like, I knew what honors was. I was like, oh, CP must be something better. And they was like, no, you have an AP. And I'm like, put me in that one then.
Well, so since it was from pre-K and stuff to 12, like...
I only went there from elementary school. It closed down right after my kindergarten graduation.
Wow.
Yeah, so all the people I grew up with, we graduated and then we just split off from middle school. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
I met most of them maybe like in high school, time like reconnected maybe.
So do you feel like school, and I know I'm not saying benefit because I was talking about your family earlier, but do you think school helped you like as much as it could have? Because some people would say school is not as good as it should
school helped
be.
me. I mean, it's easy.
I didn't learn nothing.
Well, school is easy for me, I think, because the charter school I went to was for gifted and talented kids.
Yeah.
I was bad, but they kept me there because of how good I was. I was doing spelling bees, I was building robots, and I was doing
real good.
Yeah, all this stuff in elementary school. So when I went to the middle school, I was like, what classes do I take? And then they also had more elective classes, but I took like calculus.
So did you feel like you were destined for something at a young age though?
Yeah, but I know I didn't want to go to school, so I was always just trying to figure out what I want to do. It's like a million things I want to do. I'm like on a bunch of quests of side missions right now. Wow, so like now the main mission I guess is the MMA stuff, and I just got a million side missions, so I'm just always thinking of something to do.
Did you feel any like pressure of wanting to fight in middle school or high school?
No, they ain't fuck with me like that.
No. So
I fought most in
You weren't even doing like taekwondo or nothing. You weren't even. So
anytime I fought was in school.
What was 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙚 doing then?
School.
Just
no, still did chilling.
Stuff?
I just chilling.
Yeah. And I'm just curious. Some people would want to know, like,
I've been doing a bunch of extracurricular stuff, I'll say then.
Yeah.
So that's why I've always been busy, like doing music, steel drums. I play like about 10 instruments at least. So it's just.
And then what happened in high school? Like, where'd you go to high school at and stuff?
Oh, where did I go to middle school first?
Yeah, that's a good question. I forgot. Oh,
yeah, I was like, you skipping this because that's when I started switching schools.
Go ahead, fill me in.
Middle school, I went to Morningside.
Okay.
Then I went to Northwoods. Then I went to Stall, and then I graduated from Somerville.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it went.
So during those time frames, did you like have any friends that kind of like, I wouldn't say hold you back, but just made you not be able to reach your full potential? Because in high school, some of us surround ourselves with people that like kind of like, you know what I mean, holding them back. So
no, I think I just didn't have the. Everybody thought like I had it all and I was rich or some shit like that. But I was working since I was 12 years old, so everything that they thought like my dad just handed it to me, I worked for it, and we made a deal about how we gonna do it. Like he was like, "I'll help do this if you do this.
Yeah.
I'll help you do this if you do this." Like
what was
it's
your
always.
First job?
What, is a dishwasher?
Oh, is this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's a chef, so I've been his dishwasher, and then like now he's prep cook now. So
okay,
I just started working with him though, because I told him I don't even work with him because he's on a different shift, because he's a dictator, and I'm like, I'm not working with you, and I'm the one that will argue back with him. So
would you say that like working with family is good though? Because some people say it's bad.
Yeah, my family we pretty tight knit, the immediate family, so it's not no big deal.
Family's all we got though. If you really
most of my family do work at the job we got, so
yeah. The only reason why I skipped middle school is because a lot of times in middle school you're not really doing that much. You know,
but
I feel like
for me, but I was doing a lot. That's the crazy thing.
So you feel like in middle school you were more productive?
Like in middle school, I was in North Charleston High School's drum line. Like
oh wow.
In middle school, so I was in the drum line. I was doing the parades and stuff with them and everything. So I've always been in band. So I was like playing music. I was getting bored with the trumpet. I'll get bored with the other instruments. So he was like, "Oh, go do percussion," and I was like, "Boom, boom, boom," and I play all of them. So
which one stuck the most though? Like that you could pick up one right now and do it.
Anything making music wise, because I just feel like it's easy to do beat stuff though. So I don't know. I probably just play piano.
You ever thought like that's like your side, like that's what you would pursue if you didn't do MMA right now?
Hell no.
No. I feel like too many people are trying to do it.
No, I don't care enough for music to make music.
Yeah.
I listen to and they do enough for
the
job. Like
no, I feel you. That's cool. So what was after high school?
After high school. Well, I joined the military when I was in my junior year.
Okay. Did you did ROTC and stuff like that?
No. No, I'm not gonna go to school and get told what to do. At least you're gonna pay me and make me do stuff, right? So, I did basically summer 15, because I graduated 2016.
Yeah.
Summer 15, they said like, "Oh, you can graduate early. You got this much credits." And I was like, "No, I want to finish my engineering classes." And so I went to the military over the summer, came back for school. Had my 2 engineering classes. One was a year-long project, which was building someone's computer. And then I did that. I finished that in the first quarter, and then I stopped coming to class. And they were like, "Why you don't come to class?" I'm like, "I finished my project." Show her my project. She's like, "Oh, you are done." And then I got like an out-of-school opportunity and started working with the Netflix area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when it was still like breaking ground.
Yeah.
Then I left. I was like, well, I already going to the military anyways. So I left, and then did training, and then trained again.
Yeah.
Medical stuff. Trump got elected when I was in training.
Yeah.
I went straight overseas, so.
Did you feel like that affected your life a lot after, going out of high school and doing everything you were doing, and then you just go overseas to go do military stuff? Like, the
overseas stuff was the good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every time I came back over here, that's when this shit was boring and stupid, and
where'd you travel
irritable.
to? I don't know if you mentioned it already, but what's some places you've been to?
I'll say my favorite places, like, I've been in Europe.
What part?
Shoot. I've been in London a little bit. I hate London. Not like I hate London, but it's just muggy, dirty, Like, I was in London for like a couple weeks, and then I had to come back home, and like instantly, like my face just started breaking out really bad because of the air quality over here. What? Like the smog.
Is it drier? Or
it's like just a smog. The air quality is dirty. It's dirty air. Like it's just like London, Paris. All they do is smoke and stuff, and it's still like stuck in like the industrial revolutionary stuff. So like sometimes it's just like, ew. And I don't like, so if you go during the tourist times, it's beautiful. Yeah. But we don't travel during the tourist times. We travel when the only locals are really there.
Wow, that's insane.
It was just I used to always just wear masks because the air quality would change so differently.
Was it during COVID time too that you were overseas?
Oh yeah, that's when I was overseas a lot.
So how was that? Like, did that play a big role?
It was easier then, since we always had to be masked up, and then.
Did you have to take a bunch of shots? Oh, and like I said, I don't want to be weird about it, but you know how like basketball players, they travel, they have to go take the nose thing.
Well, we took shots to get in the military anyways, and then the fact that we were prepping for war because Trump got elected, they just gave us a bunch of shots for all the stuff. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, you're medically immune to so much stuff, you gotta take this. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I didn't really get sick, so I didn't even get, the whole time, even overseas, they were just shook that I just never even got COVID.
Wow. And
I was like, don't vaccinate me because I didn't get sick. So there's no point.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna ask though, is there any advice you would want to give any other military person that's going through, maybe trying to get through going through the military or trying to go into the military, or what's your advice you would give anybody?
I'll say like just anything is what you make out of it. Mm-hmm. Be aware of who are around you. Be aware that most of the leaders there are idiots, and you just gotta just listen for a minute. But you gotta draw the line at some point.
Yeah, right.
And I was like so early in that moment, and it was the first year that women's allowed in combat arms, and I drew my line in the sand real quick. Because I wasn't going to fuck with it. I was like, I can take the PT test on the military I'll pass. Right. I was like, it don't matter. If I'm one of you guys, I'm one of you guys, and I can do my job, and I do it better than most of them. But they didn't like that.
Does that why, and like I said, I don't mean to keep saying it, but don't answer if you don't want to, but do you think that's why you kind of exited the military, or is that, or were you ready for the next step of life?
It was ready to me to know that, like, I didn't want to be around idiots. So I was constantly trying to do better things than just be a regular medic. I was trying to do flight medic stuff. I was trying to do paramedic PA stuff, trauma care nurse stuff, like emergency room. I was like, I want the guts and the glory. I want to save lives, and that's what I did. Yeah. I don't want to sit in no clinic. So they put me in the positions that most people didn't want to be in. I was in the ER or the critical care unit. Did
you see anything that like you could talk about, or you would feel comfortable talking about? Because you live a life that I would say maybe 10%, maybe 5% seen.
What it says is like the military is the 1%, and then everybody else that's seen the stuff over there or like did anything close to that, like even traumatized, like even being just a bystander, seeing somebody get shot, like that's traumatic. It's just like, that's the 1% of the 1%. If you get haunted by these things every day in, day out. I've been out since 2019 and I still think about this stuff. Yeah, it's like not in a...
What are some ways to cope though, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just me telling myself that I did what I had to do. Well, that mainly with the anger of like the ones I did lost and the ones I couldn't even save, like they weren't savable. So, just walking over people that I know I could have give you some morphine or something to help you with the passing, but somebody else need help. Yeah. Somebody that's needed and I can save right now, that can get up and keep the mission pushing.
But I feel like with you being able to tell your story right now, and I'm not trying to belittle my platform or anything, this may be low, but your voice needs to be heard on a bigger, you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like you should do, is keep pushing out your message, keep fighting and keep doing this, because you could save a bunch of lives now, and I don't mean to bring up that.
No, you good. It's real. I get told that all the time. And I tell I do it on my own time, though. You can't force me to be a poster child for something I don't want to be a poster child for. Yeah. I say, nobody wants to be a poster child for getting sexually assaulted. No, fact. Nobody wants to be a poster child for having a weird fetish or something. It's just, nobody wants to be a poster child or person for
I was a poster child my whole life growing up, so I definitely feel you on that. But we'll get out of that. I just wanted to kind of dig into it. But no, so where did the 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙚𝙬𝙚 come from? Like, did that start when you started doing MMA?
No, that's my real name.
Okay. Oh, it's your real name? I thought it was your name.
You should have stopped that off with that. Yeah, that's my birth name.
What? That's nice. Some people want to know that.
Oh yeah, that's the question that they ask all the time. I'm like, no, it's my real name.
Wow. So how was your name brought about? Like, if you have your parents ever told you why they named you that, or
my dad named me.
Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude. I've never met anybody.
It's the same questions I go through every time. Like it's like routine. But I tell people to ask my dad because I'll ask him because somebody else will ask me. Yeah. And he would change his story every time. Because I was like, watch, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna tell him this one story to the person I'm talking to. Yeah. And I'm like, let me go ask him. And then I say, he said something different in it. Go and walk away.
Hey, caution.
Like I was like, I don't know what I was like, I don't know. I looked at my name myself like sometimes like Urban Dictionary and
no,
be like,
that
okay,
name matches who
you know, so I
are.
was like Urban Dictionary. I was like looking, I was like that one when I did look it up that time like in middle school, so I saw like MySpace time. I'm like, that kind of fits me in a sense.
Right.
And I was like, okay, whatever.
It really,
You
like,
know?
I'm honestly proud to have you on because you're a very different person. That just solidified it. Because my name is Marcellus, and it's like people don't know that, but I've been trying to be more like presenting that, you know, because I've gone by Marco my whole life, you know. So that's really cool. I've never met.
People want me to have
like
a nickname. I was like, I really don't need one.
No, I thought that was.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Some people maybe when they see this interview, they're gonna think that's your name.
Yeah, the only thing I was saying was like the hurricane part, because I'm like nobody wants to be, because we're from here. I was like nobody wants to. If somebody from us, we hear Hugo out hard drops. Yeah. We hear Katrina out hard drops. If somebody say that a hurricane. Cat 5, Cat 6 named Caution coming around. Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to run away. Even if it's 4 and 3, they're like, why would y'all name it Caution? We dipping. Right. No, but then I haven't even been in a fight long enough to say somebody even weathered the storm. So I'm like, they just been getting slight rain showers.
So let's talk about your first fight. When was your first fight?
First fight
ever, yeah.
I started
non-professionally.
No, first fight ever.
It could.
That probably.
You don't want to talk about. We won't have
no,
to.
Ever. Shit, I don't know. I always be fighting like my siblings, my cousins, cause like I'm the oldest when it comes to my immediate family, like first granddaughter, first everything when it comes to that first grandchild. And then I was like, okay, but I had a bunch of big cousins. And they always want to try to play with me, so I had to beat them up. And then they would play with my little brother, and then I beat them up for playing with him. So
and you never had like a sign of like I'm gonna become a professional MMA fighter.
No, wow. I think after I moved with my dad, I stopped that fighting stuff because I didn't want him to get in trouble too. Yeah. So, because I think most of the times I did fight in school is when people was talking about my dad. Right. And I was like, don't be mad at me because you ain't got no dad. So, you know, or he don't talk to you. Like, I was like, my dad's in jail, but he write me every day. He wrote me so much I don't got enough writers to write him back. Because my mom was making sure I finished my schoolwork. It is like time to go to bed and so I'm like, I gotta write that. She's like, nah, put it away. And I'm like, damn it.
You know? Some advice that you would give anybody who's maybe going through life things, right? You know, and they're trying to cope with life, but trying to find themselves at the same time.
Cut the loose ends. Yeah. Cut the loose ends. Anybody that's a leech, an anchor, anything, just take them, just cut them off. I don't like. I cut off a lot of people recently.
Have to.
I cut off a lot of people, and some of them like they might think I was playing. They thought I was serious. Whatever. They gonna know. They gonna know some way somehow. We walk past to get the cold shoulder. I don't care no more. Yeah. I don't care about what you did for me. I thought you did for me when I was in high school. Like Do you feel like you have loose ends still, or you feel like you're kind of almost at the? I don't think I got any more loose ends close to me because I don't like talk to them anymore. But it's just like still like that like bad energy that's still in me. So like I always feel like I gotta just like cleanse everything around me. Yeah. You know, like I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with that person. Gotta wash that thought.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You feel like though?
It might be a bad thing. I guess if it's something that you just do impulsively. But no, I let you know when you're pushing my buttons. I'm not a person that like yells, raise my voice much. And when I was moving back, I argued with so much motherfucking people so much that I lost my voice. I'm like, I never lose my voice, you know? So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm done talking for real.
Hey, shout out to King Kai, my brother.
I'm done for real.
This man stopped talking for a whole month because he got tired of people asking him questions. And that was the most realist statement I ever heard. Thing.
Like, I'm just tired of, like, it came down to, like...
Some people ask more questions than they should, you know?
And then this is ask questions for what? Like, what do you want even to know for?
I think it's just
you can't fix it. You can't help. You just, I'm sorry. I'm like, alright, that happened to you. Yeah, it happened to me like 7 years ago. Leave me the fuck alone. Right. Like, you know, I'm over it. So you don't even leave me alone about it. So now I just be like, if they be asking questions, I'm like, go talk to my therapist. Just like, and you can't talk to her, so fuck you.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. So like, now let's dig into your first professional fight.
I don't even got a professional fight yet.
Yeah, I know. Let's dig in. What do you want to do? What's your first one? What's the deal?
See, I'm usually like trying to do like patience, you know, that patience stuff. I'm stuck at it. I'm like a go person. Yeah. If I see a goal, I want to go it. I see all the steps to do it. I'm like, how can I do them? And if I need people to help me do them steps, and then you're making it harder for me, then I'm just gonna learn how to do it myself. Yeah. So I can keep it going.
Right.
And then
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, so it's been a minute when I was like weighing off to sign with 𝙄𝙤𝙬𝙚𝙬𝙬 brothers, and it was mainly because I was just like, I sold my life away once for the military. I'm not trying to
do it again
for something I really want to do like after this.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll be an amateur. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with me being an amateur for 5 years. And I was like, if I never even did this stuff before. I started in 2020, first fight 2021, second fight 2022, second fight 2023. Every time after a fight, well, I lost my first fight, I still was ready to fight. I just was done with my gym.
Yeah.
Second fight, ready to fight. Jim was an asshole and kicked me off the team, and then didn't want me to fight. Like, and then I stayed on the regular class team for like about almost a year. Although it was 6 months, 6 months straight, trying to earn my spot back on the team. And I was like, yeah, that's dumb. I'm gonna go back home.
So for some people that may not know, because I'm kind of clueless too, what comes with being in a gym?
It comes with a lot of dumb shit.
I didn't know there was a team.
Like when people talk about the military, I say the closest thing I make it feel like everything. Most of the time when you got to deal with a bunch of people, I feel like they're just high schoolers. Like it's a bunch of dumb stuff. Like it's all the gym stuff is so political, and I was like, I don't got time for this political shit. I'm just an amateur. Let me fight. Let me fight. I don't like if you don't think I can win the fight, say that, so I can leave with somebody who believe in me. Because I know I can beat anybody. Oh, I'm at least they ain't
you
gonna
have to have a team and all that, or a coach. You can't just go in with yourself.
Yeah, you do that for like a minute, but at the same time, like I carry myself like a professional to do it the right way.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to just jump on some team when I'm a pro and then just be like money munching off of me and trying to rip me off. Yeah. I want a coach that if the person, the coach, is literally somebody that they believe in you, and also they're safe for your life. My dad, man. He know he be talking about, but I just me and him just argue. Like me and him think the same. So just like you ain't telling me nothing I don't know. So it's just like more.
You need someone that with that adversity, like
like you just know what I need to look out for. So that's why it was so good for me to be with Luke, since he is a Strikeforce UFC vet. And then he moved down to Charleston, and I was just like, this is perfect time. And I just waited. I stopped working out and at the Black Label gym. I stopped doing there. And I was like, I'm just waiting for Luke to open up his gym. And I like suffered for like 6 months without training. Waiting for him to open up the gym. And I was like, all right, bet. Everything's rolling. Because I was like, I'm not fighting for nobody who don't value my safety, in a sense. Because at the end of the day, you behind the cage, I'm in the cage. You can yell and say whatever you want. But if you don't think that my own self-conscious and my own instincts isn't good enough, you shouldn't be in my corner. Yeah. Because the only thing you should be reminding me to do is the shit that we trained. And the stuff that I'm forgetting to do. Oh, put my hands up. Oh, jab straight. Oh, aim here. The simple stuff. Yeah. I know I got to beat her ass. Like, what you want to keep yelling at me for?
What do you prefer? Or what would you want to hear? Just some people.
Well, Luke is the perfect coach for me when he's in my corner. Because, like, he took the time to understand who I am as a person. And know, like, my stoic demeanor is not into like I'm not interested in it. I'm focused, laser focused on one thing: kill. Whoever's across from me, they want to beat me up. I'm gonna beat them up first. That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like when Luke, sometimes people think about, oh, she's a grappler. I was like, she got to take me to the ground first. If I'm beating her butt, then she gonna try to take me down. Anybody would do that. They don't want to get hit no more. Now you gotta keep me on the ground and take me down to the ground. Then you'd be surprised how strong I am.
What do you consider, and my cousin asked this earlier, and I think some of us could tell already, but do you think you consider yourself an expertise, and I'm only saying this because you're still learning, but striker or grappler, or like what kind of jiu-jitsu, or what do you consider yourself specialized in?
I'll say striking for the most part, but I think people tend to sleep on my jiu-jitsu because I'm so good at striking. And it's like, okay, you can take me down, but is you going to be able to keep me down? Yeah, you know you're going to keep me down. And then if I'm worried about you hitting me, I'm just going to wait for you to leave it open. And I can take hit. I don't care about getting hit. I be telling them to hit me at the gym. I'm like, they'll throw a strike and they'll leave it here. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going to move if I know that you're not even close enough to hit me. Try to hit me, and then the technique will work. You gotta.
Who would you want to fight in the future, though? Like, if you could fight anybody in the cage, who would you fight?
Anybody in the cage?
I would give you mine, and I might say her name wrong. Angela Hill. That would be crazy.
No, see, the thing about Angela Hill is that I was like, she couldn't win the championship yet.
Yeah.
Because she was ahead of her time.
She wins and then
I said she was ahead of her time in a sense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you look it up, she was the only black African, like American born, like person there.
Most fights. I think
most fights, and but like
most fights.
it was only like like one other person signed to UFC. It's the only person, and it's just like y'all gonna sign all these Brazilians and all these other colored people from across the way, but you're not gonna look at
into the
our own black people that's here, that's stuck here, in a sense.
I mean, it all comes out, and I don't want to.
But it's like when we fight is ratchet and it's ghetto. You know, that's the thing I want to cut off. Like white people, all the damn races, but see how us really have been fighting all their lives and making money off of it, making sport out of it. Boxing, they just talk and act like they want to fight and make millions of dollars just to sign a contract. Then you got anybody. Like, why y'all get to choose what sports that black people get to succeed
So who would you want to fight though? We didn't hear it yet. I just wanted to ask before I
don't even care.
Yeah, you just like, I want to fight.
I just want to fight. I don't even care because I think anybody close. I think maybe I'll probably get competition. Maybe when I turn pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just anybody. Like you don't have anybody.
I don't care. No. I honestly don't care. Like I've been looking at the strawweights and they win championships, and I'm like, I can just call the bitch out. I'm like, you want to defend your belt, and then it's just like crickets. You're a champion. I mean, like you be the best. Let me beat the best. Let me beat your champ. Let me beat your champ, and let me take that belt. Let me take that belt. You ever thought about
moving though? Trying to go somewhere else and do it?
Like yeah, I was like training when I have fights coming up. Yeah. But not trying to like stay and live out there. Like I don't feel like nobody just made me move somewhere just to, like I'm not gonna fully invest.
But would you though? Would you? Yeah, if you could.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So I do want to ask though, where can we find you on social media?
I think on all platforms. Well, caution. I don't have one Instagram. I mean, one damn social media for almost anything.
That's good.
Ain't nobody can, and most people know, like, if they even probably try to pretend like be with me, they know that ain't even
I've never met anybody named Caution.
Like, yeah, and the same thing, like, and then the way I text most of the times, the way I say my way I talk. So if the person don't got a certain lingo or type of way they talking, most people like, is this a scam? And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm high. And then I'll be like, get your bitch ass up, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the Caution I know, and you know, like, oh, I'm being too nice. For real.
I just met you in person. Yeah. I already see it. Like I really do. You're different. Please stay the way you are. Never change. For real, because it's hard to meet other people, and especially in this line of work and stuff, is to be themselves. You know, and I feel like you genuinely are yourself, and that's really like. That's like really cool.
That's why I leave places. I'm like, if I'm not comfortable, I'm out.
Yeah, you have to. You know, sometimes you got to put yourself in uncomfortable positions to excel, and you're gonna have to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, always.
Especially in MMA, like we were talking about off air. It's like
That's the only uncomfortable positions I like being in.
Right.
It's when I got to defend my life. I'm like, don't make me uncomfortable. Just I don't want to be around you guys.
Yeah,
like you know, like if we all fighting together, we all putting our lives on the line. We all trust each other. We all supposed to be clean with everything until a T, so nobody else get hurt, so nobody get sick, so we all good together. Yeah. If that's not that mindset, I don't want to train with you. Because if you don't care about your safety, you damn sure don't care about mine. And I care about mine. When I spar, I spar with my safety in mind. You have to. You got to be always aware.
Especially if you're trying to fight like long term, like if you're thinking right, I don't know, it's a lot. I'm gonna ask a couple, like 3 more questions. I know this is going good. I like it though. It's been good so far. I like it. But where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
Well, it started in 2020, so 5 years will be 2025. I'm supposed to be a pro. 2025 pro solid. So that's another 5 years. We talking almost 2030.
Yep.
I'm damn sure I'm a champion somewhere, and ain't no way that after I go pro,
it's like 2020.
I'll say after I go pro, 18 months of me consistently fighting, I should be in the UFC, running through them, win my shit, and like be contending to take whoever is too scared to fight. I don't care who's up there. Like I look at these strawweights and I'm like, they better try to fight harder if they're gonna stand when I come in. They got to. You gotta be in there. You better be ready to get that pretty face.
What's the message you want to tell them? If you could tell them right now in their face, the whole world right now, what would you tell them?
The whole world?
The whole world. If you were just won a belt, right? I mean, I know it's a different feeling, of course.
Yeah.
If you were to just say, what would you want to say?
I'll be I'm like, I am here. And I was like, just the same way y'all bitches got MUAs and beating faces, I got it and beating your faces literally. And I would cut up anybody who think they just too pretty to really fight. Yeah. You in here, let's fight. You want to twerk, you better beat my ass if you want to twerk.
You think that's a thing with girls though?
Yeah, like it's just I tell them all the time, like when most sponsors trying to send me stuff, I'm like, I don't sell sex, I sell violence.
Yeah.
I don't care. I know my body is nice, but I don't need to do it.
You trying to get
I want to fight, yeah.
You trying to get it. That's cool. So we'll do it the last one. How do you wake up and be Caution Davis every day? Like, how do you keep that, contain that drive, that ego, how is that maintained when you first wake up? When you put your gear on, your outfit, or
Oh, I put my gear on. It's like it's always a different person. Once you see me like in the gym, it's a whole different person. That's why everybody be scared. They said like, no, you don't got arrested murder face. I mean, arrested bitch face. You got arrested murder face.
Right.
And I was like, you better say that because ain't none of y'all gonna call me no bitch. And then because I'll really beat everybody up. And then they know that too. They don't know when I get upset. Because if you want to hit me hard, I'm gonna hit you harder. And then don't get mad. Especially if you're 200 pounds. Come on now. I can still beat you.
Yeah, I might have to go in the gym. I don't mind. I like fighting. I like doing it. I think it's more of like, for me, I want to be able to defend myself on the ground more. Because I think being able to strike is, I wouldn't say easy. Do you think striking is easy?
No, because most of the people think striking easy, but they're scared to get hit. I'm not scared to get hit.
I think jabs is more beneficial.
I'm not scared to get hit at all.
Because if you were to beat somebody up with 20 jabs compared to like trying to throw 5 haymakers, like deadly shots.
I think my last fight, I think every time I was trying to knock her head off, I missed. Yeah. And I was like, all right, bet. Then the one time I throw it straight,
boom. Head bob.
On the ground.
Yeah. Looking like that's what I'm saying, them jabs. Look at Kamara.
It was just like my last fight, because my first fight, it was a slugfest between me and the girl. Then the second fight, I just dominated her wrestling on the ground and pound. And this one, I beat up on the ground. She was a state champ wrestler, and she couldn't take me down. She tried to. Yeah. But if we could have thrown knees, she was going to eat a knee to the face. Right. I glad I beat her up in front of her daddy, though. he was her coach. She wanted to come try and talk to me and act like stuff sweet before the fight. I drove all here from Charleston, all the way to Knoxville. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. No, you're trying to get the belts, man. Trying to get the awards. And I can't wait for you guys to see what's in the future for Caution, because I think it's going to be bright. And I'm just excited. I honestly, we just met not too long ago, like I said, and it's just cool. I wish I met you later on. I wish I've known you, been following you for a while now, So I'm excited to keep tabs on you in the future and then come back, have you back on in 6 months, see what's going on. If you got anything planned, I hope you've been enjoying. Is there anything else you want to mention to anybody or do anything or say anything? I feel like we covered about everything. We covered mostly anything. Yeah, that's just the beginning though. Yeah, that's just upbringing of Caution Davis. There's just so much stuff coming. I don't even want to spoil everything.
That's not what this is.
Maybe 2024 we could do an update. They might know something already.
Yeah, no, it is. It's
everything coming.
But hey, appreciate it. Interview 98 or 99. I said interview 98. 99. Caution Davis, go! I appreciate it. It's been beautiful. Remember, guys, stay true to yourself, and the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. You got to get up every single day, and you got to grind harder than you did yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that. I love every single one of you guys. Can't wait for you to see Interview 100. Peace.